Antarctica, a continent of almost unimaginable scale, painted in endless shades of white and blue. It is the coldest, driest, and highest continent on Earth, a place of profound silence and stark, frozen beauty. Here, nature operates at its most extreme. Yet, against this pristine backdrop of brilliant white ice, something utterly astonishing appears. Imagine trekking across the vast, creaking expanse of a glacier and witnessing a sight so unexpected it seems impossible. A 5-story cascade of deep crimson red pours from the ice, staining the glacier front like a wound. This is Blood Falls, a natural spectacle that defies all expectations of this frozen world. The true source of Blood Falls is not a surface phenomenon, but rather a secret held deep within the Taylor Glacier itself. The story begins millions of years ago. A body of salt water, rich in dissolved minerals from the ancient ocean, was trapped as the glacier advanced and sealed it off from the rest of the world. This created a subglacial lake, a pocket of ancient seawater buried beneath hundreds of meters of solid ice. This lake has been completely isolated from the atmosphere and sunlight for at least 1.5 million years. It is a time capsule, a fragment of a long-lost world preserved in the deep freeze. The water within this hidden lake is unlike any other on Earth. It is a dark, cold, and oxygen-free environment. Within this trapped reservoir, the water became incredibly salty. As the glacier above it froze, the pure water was drawn into the ice, leaving behind an ever more concentrated brine. This subglacial water is now so salty, about 3 times saltier than the ocean, that it cannot freeze, even at the incredibly low temperatures beneath the glacier. This super salty liquid water also had another crucial component. It was exceptionally rich in iron, leached from the bedrock below over countless millennia. The lake became a dark, iron-rich brine, a unique chemical soup locked away from the outside world, waiting for an escape route. The immense pressure of the overlying glacier eventually forced this water out through a small fissure. And so, we arrive at the great reveal of the mystery. The deep red color has nothing to do with algae or any living organism's pigment. It is a simple yet dramatic chemical reaction. The water that emerges at Blood Falls has been sealed away from oxygen for millions of years. It is completely anoxic. But the moment this iron-rich water flows out of the glacier and makes contact with the air for the very first time, the iron within it begins to rust. This process is called oxidation. The dissolved iron instantly reacts with the oxygen in our atmosphere, forming iron oxides, the very same compounds that give rust its characteristic reddish-brown color. The falls are, in essence, a river of liquid rust. This process explains the vividness of the color. It is not a subtle tint, but a profound chemical transformation happening in real time. As the clear, iron-filled water pours from its icy prison, it changes before one's eyes into the deep crimson we see. The discovery of what truly powered Blood Falls opened the door to an even more profound revelation. They decided to analyze the water flowing from the falls, searching for any signs of life, no matter how small. What they found was nothing short of revolutionary. The water was teeming with microscopic life. Deep beneath the Taylor Glacier, a unique and resilient ecosystem has been thriving in complete isolation. They have developed a unique form of metabolism that does not rely on photosynthesis or oxygen. They get their energy by interacting with the iron compounds and sulfate compounds abundant in the ancient seawater. In a process known as chemosynthesis, they facilitate chemical reactions to create their own food, much like plants use photosynthesis. Blood Falls is not just a geological wonder, it is a biological one. The red water flowing out is the waste product of this hidden microbial world, carrying with it the evidence of life's incredible tenacity. Blood Falls is therefore entirely unique in Antarctica, and indeed, the world. While the continent has other subglacial lakes like the famous Lake Vostok, most are freshwater and remain sealed beneath kilometers of ice. Blood Falls is the only known place on Earth where a subglacial, anoxic saltwater ecosystem regularly discharges its contents to the surface. It provides a direct and accessible sample of a world that would otherwise be impossible to study without a massive and costly drilling operation. It is a natural tap, giving us a precious glimpse into a lost world and the extraordinary life forms that have made it their home against all odds. If life can find a way in Antarctica's frozen heart, maybe it can on a distant icy moon, a vivid flowing illustration that life will always find a way.